Have you ever kept thinking for hours about an argument, even after it was over? You may have won the argument, but somehow your mind still wasn't at peace. Why does that happen? If winning still doesn't bring you peace, was it really a victory? In today's video, we're going to answer that question, and we'll explore why psychology says you don't have to win every battle. The first question is, why do people feel the need to win every argument? The answer is hidden inside our brain. When someone interrupts us or tries to prove us wrong, our brain doesn't always see it as just a disagreement. Sometimes it treats it as a threat to our identity. That's why our first instinct is to fight back. We believe that if we stay silent, people will think we're weak. But is that really true? That brings us to the second question. Is staying silent a sign of weakness? Not at all. Psychology tells us that staying silent and being powerless are two very different things. If you're silent because you're afraid, that may be weakness. But if you choose silence because you understand the situation and want to protect your peace of mind, that's called emotional control. And controlling yourself is far more difficult than trying to control someone else. Now here's another question. If the other person is wrong, why shouldn't you prove them wrong? Because not everyone argues to find the truth. Some people argue simply to win. The more logic you give them, the more new arguments they'll come up with. Because their goal isn't to understand the truth. Their goal is to defeat you. And a battle like that never truly ends. So the next question is, when is it the right time to walk away? When the conversation stops being about finding a solution and becomes a battle of egos. When your self-respect is slowly being damaged. When every conversation leaves you mentally exhausted. And when the other person is only trying to provoke a reaction from you. At that point, walking away isn't giving up. It's protecting your mental energy. But many people ask, if I walk away, won't people think I'm weak? Maybe some people will. But emotionally mature people understand that fighting every battle isn't wisdom. In fact, the person who reacts to everything is the easiest person to control, because their emotional buttons are in someone else's hands. But the person who knows what deserves a reaction and what doesn't keeps that control in their own hands. Now, here's another important question. What's the difference between ego and self-respect? Ego says, I have to win, no matter what. Self-respect says, I have to protect my peace, no matter what. Ego wants to defeat other people. Self-respect wants to protect yourself. That's the biggest difference between the two. Now, you might be wondering, the biggest question of all, after you walk away, does the other person finally realize your value? Sometimes, yes, but not always. And that's exactly what you need to understand. If your goal is to make someone regret losing you, then walking away becomes an emotional game. But if your goal is to protect your mental peace, then walking away becomes a healthy boundary. In other words, you shouldn't walk away to change someone else. You should walk away to protect yourself. Now, for the final question, should you walk away from every battle? Absolutely not. If it's about truth, justice, or someone's safety, then standing your ground is the right thing to do. But if the fight is only feeding your ego, then stop and ask yourself one simple question. Is this argument worth my peace of mind? If the answer is no, then maybe the wisest decision is to walk away. Because in life, the strongest person isn't the one who wins every battle. It's the one who knows which battles are worth fighting and which ones are worth leaving behind. That is the true power of walking away. And maybe that's why you don't have to win every battle. If this video made you see things differently, then answer just one question in the comments. What's one battle that walking away from turned out to be a better decision than winning it? Or is there a battle you're still fighting today only because of your ego? I'd love to read your thoughts. If you enjoy videos about psychology and understanding the human mind, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.